On March 10th, 2026, the K-pop industry woke up to unexpected news. BELIFT LAB released an official statement announcing that Heeseung would be leaving Enhypen. For fans, the announcement came suddenly. One moment, the group was continuing their successful era. The next moment, one of the group's most important members was stepping away. The official explanation sounded simple. The company said the decision came after extensive discussions regarding Heeseung's musical vision, but almost immediately fans began asking questions. Because when they started looking back at the past year, some moments started to feel very different. Moments that may have hinted that something bigger was already happening behind the scenes. The official statement from BELIFT LAB appeared on March 10th, 2026, through the company's public channels. In the announcement, the company confirmed 3 important things. First, Heeseung would no longer promote as part of Enhypen. Second, he would remain under BELIFT LAB. And third, he would begin preparing solo music. This immediately told fans something important. This wasn't a controversy. There were no reports of contract disputes, and there was no scandal attached to the decision. Instead, the company described it as a creative shift. But what confused fans the most was the timing. The timing, just 2 months earlier, Enhypen had released new music. On January 16th, 2026, the group released their 7th mini-album titled The Sin Vanish. The comeback performed well internationally. Fans were celebrating new performances and promotions, and the group had also recently completed their Walk the Line World Tour, performing in cities across Asia and North America. The momentum was strong, album sales were high, and the group's global fan base continued to grow, which made the March announcement feel even more surprising because from the outside, everything looked like it was going perfectly. 4 o'clock, fans begin investigating. Within hours of the announcement, fans started looking back through old content, past interviews, fan meetings, live streams, behind-the-scenes footage, and as they reviewed those moments, some comments began standing out. Comments that once sounded completely normal, but now felt almost like foreshadowing. Possible sign number 1. One of the details fans discussed online involved Heeseung's growing interest in music creation. In multiple interviews over the past year, he spoke about how much he enjoyed the process of developing songs, not just performing them, but shaping the sound, building the arrangement, exploring different musical styles. At the time, fans simply saw this as artistic passion. But after the March 10th announcement, some fans began wondering whether these comments hinted at something more, a desire to explore music in a more personal direction. To understand why fans focused on these details, you have to go back to 2020. That's when Heeseung first became widely known through the survival program Island. The show gathered trainees competing for the chance to debut in a new boy group. Throughout the competition, mentors repeatedly highlighted something unique about him. He wasn't just technically strong, he also seemed to understand the deeper structure of music, emotion, arrangement, stage storytelling. Even back then, many viewers believed he had the potential to become not just a performer, but a creator. The rise of Enhypen. After debuting in November 2020, Enhypen quickly became one of the fastest rising groups in K-pop. Their debut album gained massive attention. Their music videos reached millions of views quickly, and the group began expanding internationally. Within just a few years, Enhypen built a global fan base and performed across multiple continents. For fans, the group's success felt like the beginning of a long journey, which is why any major lineup change naturally becomes a huge moment. Fans notice old interviews. After the March announcement, fans shared clips online from past interviews and live streams. In several of these moments, Heeseung talked about experimenting with different genres and sounds. At the time, these comments didn't seem unusual. Artists often discuss creative interests. But in hindsight, some fans interpreted these moments differently, as small hints that he might eventually want to pursue a more independent musical path. Heeseung addressed fans directly. Through the fan platform Weverse, he posted a handwritten letter. In the message, he thanked fans for supporting him throughout his 6 years with Enhypen.
Hello, I'm Heeseung. First of all, I'm sure many ENGENEs were surprised to hear my news, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who are curious about the sudden story, so I wanted to tell ENGENEs in person. For me, these 6 years were a time filled with moments that were overwhelming and precious beyond words. Thanks to the members who shared countless emotions and ENGENEs who always filled the vacancy, I was able to approach my dreams step by step that I felt I could not reach. And that time will be one of those shining moments that will never be forgotten by me in the future. I don't want to forget those moments, and I want to be the one who continues to support Enhypen more than anyone else. I shared the results of my work with the company and talked with many people for a long time about how to show them. After thinking about it for a long time, I made a big decision to approach ENGENE in a better way, according to the direction the company suggested. ENGENE, as you all know, I've been working on my personal work, and I've spent a lot of time hoping to show it ENGENE. There were a lot of things I wanted to show, but I also didn't want to put my greed ahead of the team. I'm well aware of your concerns and various stories. I will prepare hard to meet you again as soon as possible. The desire to come back with a better appearance is more sincere than anyone else, as it was an ENGENE that always gave me constant love and affection for me. I feel sorry for knowing the feelings of surprise and concern. I think that's how much you care about me, and I will be the one who runs with what ENGENE given us so far in mind. Thank you, and I love you.
He described those years as filled with precious memories and unforgettable moments. But he also acknowledged that the news would surprise many people, and he apologized for the sudden nature of the announcement. However, he reassured fans that he was already preparing new music, which suggests that the next stage of his career has already begun. According to BELIFT LAB, Enhypen will continue promoting as 6 members. For the group, this means adjusting performances and future projects. But lineup changes are not unheard of in the music industry. Many groups evolve over time as members pursue different creative paths. And for Enhypen, the focus now shifts to how the group's sound and performances will develop in the future. For Heeseung, this moment represents a completely new chapter. A solo career offers something very different from group promotions. More creative freedom, more personal storytelling, and the ability to experiment with sound and style in new ways. Fans who followed his journey from the beginning are now curious to see what kind of music he will release next.
There's never gonna happen some situations I make you guys upset, so don't worry about that. I really hope you guys don't worry about that. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I will do good and everything after that will happen from now. So don't worry about that. I'm just stay focused on it.
Looking back, the story raises an interesting question. Did fans truly miss signs that this moment was coming? Or was the decision something that only became clear behind the scenes after years of growth and discussion? For now, the official explanation remains simple: a creative decision, a new direction. But one thing is certain, this moment marks the end of one chapter in Heeseung's career and the beginning of another. What do you think about Heeseung leaving Enhypen? Did the announcement surprise you? Or did you feel like something like this might eventually happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy deep dives into the biggest stories in entertainment, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this